I'm Prometheus, and you are just a god.
What's up, boys? I came up with this pretty cool setup I wanted to show you guys.
Today I have a really interesting series that I want to cover.
What's going on, you beautiful cipher mains?
So today I have a video based on the recent Gambit versus FPX.
Why don't you go and grab a seat and enjoy some of these monster omen plays?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we have Hoodie Teets. Does this sound like you're actually going to get a B plant off when you're... Does he know he's about to get hit by this Sugar Zero in this match between M80 and TSM? This turret single-handedly stole a map from Sentinels. For info on B main, in case anybody walks through, you need to counter it by playing someone in front of it. Fnatic are back-to-back world champion. Why on earth are we running Reyna on Bind? Is the Yoru meta finally here? What on earth are these pro players doing? They're going to show 4 people fighting for Rumble. What happened is that people will dodge or get blinded by the bird. But hopefully you guys learned something from this guide. I know we did. And I'll see you guys in the next one. We did it, guys. 100,000 subscribers. I don't know what to say besides thank you. Over the past 8 months, we've turned this hobby of mine into a community that I never thought was possible. I'm gonna put this down. Let's move this bad boy over here. What are we thinking, like here, maybe? What are we thinking? A little good? But seriously, guys, thank you, really. I never expected this type of support in any content that I would ever do. And every day I get to wake up and live the dream. It's awesome. Now, with all this hard work and dedication and hours that I've been putting in, it does come at a little bit of a cost in the form of burnout, which I'm going to talk about later. But for now, I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate with you guys. Now, because of your guys' support and us hitting this milestone, my friends at Fezibo have helped me upgrade my setup. Now, across your screen, you should be seeing pictures of my old studio. So where I used to have my main monitor, keyboard, mouse, and mousepad and all that, it used to be my mom's art desk that she used to use when she was 5. I don't even know what it is. It used to shake and wobble, and it was horrible. And my second desk that I had off to my side, that had my PC on it, my second monitor and all that, was 4 storage bins with some dumbbells in them so they wouldn't shake around, a wooden plank over the top, and a rubber mat so that it wouldn't scratch anything. And here is where I record my voiceovers. The acoustics in here are just really nice, but as you can see, it's really cramped, and I'm using a patio chair and some more storage bins. Yeah, my studio needed some work. So that's what my setup used to look like, and here's what it looks like now. We got this 6 standing desk. They also have a lot of different models, and for being so spacious and self-raising, they are actually pretty affordable. We have an ergonomic chair, which is actually pretty nice on my back, so I don't have to, be all hunched over while recording my voiceovers. And this awesome keyboard from iQnix, which I'm gonna show off later. Yeah, they've also sent that in. They're pretty awesome too. So to celebrate everything, I'm doing a Q&A. You guys ask me questions, I provide you guys insights about myself, the channel, my thoughts on Valorant, and in the background, you're gonna be watching me and my best friend Noah build this desk and chair, which honestly wasn't that bad. I mean, if you have a screwdriver, you can do it yourself, but it's gonna be pretty entertaining. I think you guys are gonna like this. So with that being said, let's hop into some questions. Devolution asks, how do I deal with burnout, and do I feel stressed to release videos? So the thing about burnout is that I haven't really felt it until recently. I've only been doing YouTube full time for about 8 months now, and I haven't felt burnout. I haven't felt tired of it. Every day I wake up, I get to break down some of my favorite games. I get to share my knowledge of Valorant with you guys. It's been awesome. But with that being said, there is a lot of work that goes into each of my breakdowns. And personally, they take me at the very minimum about 15 hours to do a piece. And I don't even do any editing. That's I have a whole team for that. So my videos do take a lot out of me. And combine that with the current Viper Sky meta that everybody's running, and it's also the off season, so views are kind of down and there's not a whole lot of exciting events going on. It's been kind of hard to stay motivated about Valorant. So with that being said, how do I deal with burnout? I've decided that for the second half of December or end of December, beginning of January, I am taking a month off of Valorant. I'm not going to be watching any games. I'm not going to be making any videos. I'm just going to be enjoying life, taking a small vacation, and getting ready for next season. But don't worry, I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'm not going to leave you guys stranded without any Teets content, because I've used this whole month of November to prepare videos at least one a week, all the way up until the beginning of January-ish, mid-January. So you guys should have content to watch up until that point. And then the season should start. I should be working on new videos. and we'll go from there. And not to mention, I'm probably also going to be setting up my stream so I can do watch parties once the season starts. I'm going to be starting a Patreon pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. But most importantly, me and my buddy Steele have actually started a Counter-Strike channel.
What are you aiming at?
Should be somewhere on the screen here. And we partnered on it. It's his analysis, my editing style. We've kind of, joined forces and have created this pretty cool channel that you guys should check out. So while I am taking a month break from Valorant, it may not seem like it that much, just a little less frequent uploads. I'm working on a Patreon. We got watch parties coming next season and a Counter-Strike channel that I'm working on. So I'm just, pumping the brakes a little bit on Valorant, but we still have content coming and I'm just getting ready for the next season. We have L Beebs, one of my OGs, asking a question. Earlier this year, you changed your editing style and upload frequency. How did you get to your current editing style, and what changes, if any, have helped with the production of your videos? Huge fan and big congrats. Thanks. So if any of you longtime fans remember, I used to make videos where I would sit here in my chair, look into my face cam, and just talk about Valorant games. And they wouldn't get a whole lot of views, which at the time I didn't really care because I was going pro. I was trying to go pro. I was playing in tournaments. I was scrimming every day. I was practicing. And my YouTube just wasn't going anywhere. So in the process of going pro, I used to watch a lot of informational videos about Valorant so that I could expand my knowledge and apply it to my in-game leading because I was in IGL at the time when I used to compete. So I used to watch a lot of Sliggy, I used to watch a lot of Boaster, Thinking Man's Valorant, and I actually used to coach as well. So what inspired my old style of videos was actually Thinking Man's Valorant. I liked how his breakdowns were simple, they were quick, it wouldn't interfere with my practices, and I could pump that out pretty easily. But a big resource from where I learned a lot of Valorant from was Sovereign Guides, who has rebranded to Airen. We talk every now and then. He's a friend of mine, and his breakdowns, I love them. They're awesome. He goes into super in-depth detail about what teams do, why they do it, and his breakdowns are what inspired my channel. So one day I told myself, I was like, hey, let's try and make a video like he does, and I could probably better demonstrate my knowledge about the game better and maybe get picked up by a pro team or something. And then it just so happened that my first video that I made like that exploded, and here we are now. So if you haven't checked out Sovereign Guides yet, or Airen, check him out. Link in the description. Should be somewhere on the screen. He's a friend of mine. And yeah, that's the new style. That's where my new style of editing came from and how I came to be, I guess. All right, that's enough of watching me and my handsome friend Noah build this desk. I mentioned them briefly earlier, but my friends over at IQnix also wanted to celebrate me hitting the subscriber milestone and have sent me over one of their best keyboards, their ZX75 series. Now, I've never built a keyboard before, but let me tell you, these guys made the process stupid easy, and their keyboards are really nice. I mean, just listen to this thing. They have a wide array of switches, customization, the boards can be modified, and then they have this sound dial thing in the top right so you can raise and lower or even mute the volume instantly. And honestly, typing scripts on this thing is honestly the best feeling ever. So seriously guys, go check out IQnix and their dope keyboards. These things are life changers. I'll link in the description. This next question comes from Maxi. Do you have a process or plan when it comes to analyzing pro games? Not really. I kind of just watch them, and if I see a common trend or a strategy that a team's doing that I think is pretty unique, or a big mistake that a team is making that I think needs to be talked about a little more and something that I don't think players know about that well, I'll just take it and try to make a story out of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Or if there's like a new map that comes out or new agents that people like to use, I'll use them as stories. So like just exciting games, things where they have like a common theme, right? Like a team didn't default enough, or a team used a certain smoke in a certain way that we haven't seen before, or things like that, right? Or if a player has like a really good game, I'll talk about like what they did differently or how they perform so well or why they perform so well, right? As long as I can find a common theme or something cool, or like I can create a story out of the game, I'll usually pick it up. So this next question from Bindro is, when and how did I get into Valorant? Well, that's a long story. To keep it simple, Noah actually hit me up one day and was like, hey man, Riot's come out with this new game. You should totally hit it up and try it out and play with me. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So I opened up my Twitch stream, got a beta key, and the rest is history. All right, so we have like a double question. I'm gonna try and combine these two from Liam and Carbon. So when is Teets coaching coming out, and will I ever coach for a pro team? Now, coaching for a pro team, a lot of teams don't understand that there's a lot of social skills and a lot more than just understanding the game that goes into coaching. You have to know how to manage a team, how to mix personalities, how to pick out roles, and like a million different other things, how to manage strats, and just so much that goes into coaching that people don't realize. Right now, I'm a content creator. I might be able to coach a tier 2 team, maybe like an assistant coach position. Actually, I probably can't coach like head coach a tier 2 team. Maybe I could, I don't know. But will I ever coach for a pro team? I mean, who knows? I mean, if you asked me a year ago if I was going to be a full-time YouTuber, I would have told you that you were ridiculous. So am I going to coach for a pro team? Probably not, but you never know. And then back to Carbon's question, when is Teach coaching coming out? I'm assuming you're talking about like VOD reviews and stuff for individuals. I used to do that a lot with Skillcapped, and funny enough, my best friend Casey actually manages that channel, and he taught me a lot about what I know about YouTube and coaching itself. He's going to be somewhere on the screen now. Check him out. He's my best friend. I love him to death. I would do anything for that guy. But I don't know if Teets coaching is going to happen. It might. I've considered it. I've talked about it. And if it's going to happen, it's going to start towards, again, the start of next season when I have my stream figured out and all that. And, you know, now that I think about it, I don't think it's that bad of an idea. We'll have to see. But if it's going to happen, it's going to start at the start of next season. Oh, we got a good question here. Where do you live? From Professional Big Mac Eater. With your mother. And then from Minty Leaf, why is your name Teets? I'm pretty sure I can say this without getting doxxed, but my first name is Tito, and my nickname used to be Teets in high school. And I know everybody likes to assume my name means something else, which, you know, those are great and all, but that's not what it means. It's not. So, and it's funny enough, on the play button behind me, I couldn't put Teets on it because it was too inappropriate for YouTube to put on there. So I had to go with Teets TV, which doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, that's the story behind my name. All right, and then we have a question from Victor and Shubin. What is my favorite team and then my favorite Vandal skin? I love the Prelude to Chaos side. It is sick. You eject the little ball from there and you throw it back in and you latch it on. It's pretty cool. That's my favorite set. Favorite team though would have to be Sentinels, because without them and had they broken the Killjoy utility, I don't think I'd be where I'm at today. So I'm a huge Sentinels fan. Go Sentinels. Oh, and we have a question from Skizzers asking me for my credit card information. I can't give you my credit card, but here's a gift card. One of you guys can redeem this and maybe buy yourself the Prelude to Chaos Vandal or something. And then we have one last question from B. Is there a Valorant meta you want to see, or a favorite one in particular since you have started analyzing? I'd have to say that this meta is actually the most fun meta that I think we've been a part of. I do think once we get rid of Viper and Skye gets a little, you know, she gets bumped down a little bit, I think we're going to be in a perfectly like healthy, balanced meta, which hopefully we do that soon. I haven't given it a whole lot of thought, but as for Viper, I'd like to see her wall get cut in half. I think that'd be a good nerf to start. For Skye, I don't really know what they're going to do to her. Maybe you nerf her dog. Her flashes. Her flashes are the strongest part of her kit because she gets so much info. So maybe you do something with that. I'm not too sure. Maybe you could shoot him. You know, they bring that back, but we'll see. But I think this meta honestly has been pretty fun, and I'm a pretty firm believer that you could run whatever comp you want as long as you have a solid game plan and you have a good thought process behind why you're running that comp. I think you could run whatever you want. So hopefully that answers your question. And that's it. So if there are any questions that I missed or any that you want answered, go ahead and ask them in the comment section. I promise I'll try to answer as many as I can, as best I can. So if I missed your question, I'm sorry. Ask it down there. I'll get to it. So with that being said, my desk is finished being built. I showed you it before. I'm going to show you again, though. It's a standing desk, so it goes up and down. Up if I want to write scripts. Down if I want to play ranked or do a watch party. You know, next season, do a little watch party. This chair that I'm sitting on is awesome. Leans all the way back. It's got, you know, it spins. It's got comfy armrests. It's awesome. Fezibo, they have quality products. If you like, you know, if you like anything you see in this video, go check them out. Link in the description. The most important part about gaming and doing content is having a solid setup. And I actually feel like I'm actually in my own studio now. So again, thank you to Fezibo for providing all of this for my 100K special. You guys are awesome. But not only that, we have a pretty sick keyboard as well. I get to work on this like now, like it's mine. Like it's I actually get to enjoy writing scripts now. Isn't that crazy? This thing sounds awesome. I don't know what to say. We got a sick new setup. We got a play button. We got a keyboard. Thank you guys. And I don't know how to end videos like this. Thank you.